exactly like I think would sound good, but you couldn't almost tell because there was so much going on that
It
chain.
was like it sounded like modulation a little bit.
Yeah, yeah.
It
What
sounded
you
like
know?
a little
What
bit
was
of
going on?
modulation on the vocal. That's what it sounded like to me. Like it was a little bit of modulation. I don't know why.
Yeah.
It sounded like it was sung well though.
Yeah, I really
sung extremely well. Yeah.
He produces my vocals differently now. That song was probably from like 5 or 6 years ago. I'm not even gonna lie to you.
Oh, damn.
So yeah, so now if you hear some of my music that I'm working on now, you can definitely hear. I'm more of a live singer than a studio singer, to be honest, just because I have a live band. So it's taken some time to kind of learn how to like not only sing, like switch from being a live singer to like a studio singer when I'm like producing a record, but also like on the producing side, like learning how to mix my voice, which is usually used to singing live. And
yeah,
I know sometimes that can be troubling trying to like figure out how to mix that, my style of voice, because I'm more of a soul singer, to be honest. That was like definitely more pop, but yeah.
What do you think?
What do you skill to learn how to sing into the mic? Yeah, whole new thing, or like for production specifically.
I mean, as a non-singer, what do you feel you change? I mean, you're just still singing, right?
You don't have to put that much energy in the studio. Like live, it's more. It's like a lot. Like you put a lot of more energy into it, and like I don't have to do all of that in the studio. And so I've had to learn to like sing pretty, like make it sound like you don't have to put a lot of volume and energy into it. And so I've had to switch my dynamic in thinking and how I approach a song.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. I know, like,
there's a lot of people who are studio artists and they not that good in like performing, and vice versa. Like,
right? Yeah.
It's the balance. That's the
yeah.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, completely different skill.
Like,
yeah,
it's crazy. Like being able to record it in a good amount of time, but also not rushing the song, but also not like taking too long on the song. Like the balance too.
Tell me, there's like a gratuitous air horn at the end of this. Was that strictly necessary? There's like
I'd have to get my brother on this call.
It's
like tell you no.
It's like
oh, you're talking about the end,
yeah. Maybe it's here. That one, right there. Like it was just
air horn was fire back in the day.
Yeah, it was just like couldn't
5
resist.
years old, Alex. That was the hot shit at the time.
Yeah, you gotta think about the time of he was making beats.
He
That's like Terror Squad,
listening to this now because like I would have done this totally different, But.
Yeah. It's cool. It's cool. Who? What else? I think. Did somebody else join? I'm trying to get back to my Zoom. There we go. Austin, I thought somebody else joined.
What's up, Stone Cold?
Shoot!
Oh.
Shoot!
Shoot! Shoot! Shoot!
Austin. It went back in just to.
Last name is fun to fuck with.
Hey,
what's up?
It ain't Stone Cold himself, Gramps.
All today.
Oh yeah, I don't know if anybody else caught it on the last Tuesday, but Stone Cold was like back here doing like these weird back stretches and shit. Like it's like 80.
I broke
gotta
my
do
back.
my calisthenics, man. Don't judge.
Yeah,
I need a back.
Trying to get ready for the tour when Corona over.
Right. You gotta be limber to make these bangers.
Gotta get ready for the tour.
You do need those.
Well, you got anything for us?
Not. Did you and Brother Man show that shit that we worked on last week?
Nah, I was waiting for you.
All right. Well, then, yeah, we do have one. But I don't have it. Is he available? Can we play it from his session, or do we just want to play it on SoundCloud?
Yeah, that's right. You don't got the song that you sent in the text?
Yeah. No, I mean, I have the SoundCloud link for it.
You sound like me right now.
I just don't have like the session because we can't like do the screen share thing.
Oh yeah.
But if somebody just shares their screen, I can do it. Put this up.
What was that?
What was what?
Sounded like Gary Oakland might have gotten abducted.
Well, maybe he's not here, but
There was some shouting in the background somewhere.
his girlfriend.
Oh, that might have been my roommate in the other room. The TV soundbar punches
Yeah.
pretty loud.
Yeah.
That's probably what it was. I don't know what he's watching. He's been watching some shit with Vikings lately, so who knows?
That sounds likely, yeah.
Yeah. No one. I have no idea. But can y'all hear this?
Yeah.
They call me younger, later brother, man. Oh, shoot, that's hot shit.
Dude, it was great.
Yeah, that one was fun. Mm-hmm.
It just needs vocals.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Baby's been working on those. Yes, this was. What were we saying, Wavy?
I was like, yeah, it's about to get those. So yeah,
we did that one entirely over Zoom last week. The fun thing with that one was that session all lives in LA's FL studio in St. Louis. And we just did Zoom and did the remote control driving thing. And
wow.
Whoa.
it worked so well. Like it was, granted, he wasn't working on a MacBook or like a laptop. He was working on a desktop. So it was something that had a little bit more power than I'd imagine most of us are carrying around on the day to day. Like it wasn't laggy at all, to the point where like we could be playing stuff out of his DAW, like using his audio, but I'm remote controlling it. And then I could sync my Ableton session at the same tempo. They would stay in sync. I could do my drums on my side, toss them back over. Like it worked extremely well.
Well,
And
so
How'd you do that?
Yeah, did you just like 1, 2, 3, 4 go? Like,
Yep.
yeah.
And and they stayed in sync well enough. Like Zoom didn't fuck up, and neither and his FL didn't fuck up. I'd imagine if it was my Ableton, it probably fucked up because it normally just does that.
Yeah.
But like it worked really well. It's gonna be a good blueprint for future collabs. So me, LA, and Wavy, we're working on that last Wednesday or Thursday.
Did you use like a software to like control like the other monitor or whatever? Or
Zoom lets you do it. The same thing we're using to talk right now lets you do that.
oh wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
that's what I'm saying. We
Screen control kind of thing.
Yeah, if you go into when you're sharing or when someone is sharing their screen, up top, that little thing that comes out from the ceiling that has like the view options or whatever, it's like a little green drop down or whatever. Like, yeah, someone has to be sharing their screen when this is happening, but you can request to remote control their screen. And then the person who is hosting can set an auto accept for all requests if you just want it to be a collaborative session. And then everyone can control the screen if they want to. And as long as the person who's hosting sessions got good enough connection, it works really well.
That's
That's
dope.
pretty good.
I'm so shocked that there's no lag on that. Like that would completely impede your progress, basically.
Right.
Well,
But I mean,
there's-
even
There would be lag if it was going back again to the other person, but if it's just going one direction and you're just like, it's just a click track essentially at that point. And so you play along to the click track that is the track, and then you send it.
exactly.
You take
send the audio over and work with that. That's what we were doing.
I see.
And what would work nicely enough was that the really it's only about the host not lagging, because like if I do whatever on my Ableton side, it's fine because he's saying it's kind of like a click track. So like as long as that just stays pretty constant, I can do whatever I want on my end. He can just mute my audio if he needs to.
Right.
I can mute mine on my end, and then like make drums do whatever. He can keep messing with things, and as long as his connection is stable enough, like he can keep messing with the track as I did like drums underneath. And then we put it in the same session and then did the remote control stuff for like all the arrangement and messing with other stuff.
That's dope.
So actually, there's a VST called Audio Mover that I've been meaning to check out and try.
Yeah, I tried that out. It's pretty cool.
What'd you do? Who were you working with?
This guy from a friend of mine from Minneapolis. So it's pretty cool because it gives him, he's a really good audio engineer, and it gave him like basically it live streams like really good quality to him, so he can hear it as I'm hearing it in good quality instead of through Zoom.
Yeah, I'd imagine that like the big factor there is like you get the DAW quality, but it does cost money, right?
Yeah, I think he was paying for it. And yeah, it was kind of funny. He just used the screen share to log in to it on my computer, so I didn't even have to use his login.
How much is it though? It's like
I don't know.
It's $10 a month or something like that, so it's not much.
Yeah, it's $10 a month. They'll sell you $100 for a year.
It worked pretty well though.
What's
like,
the program called?
Audio Movers.
Yeah.
I'll throw it in I have the website up. I'll throw it in the chat.
I suppose if you only use it every once in a while, it has a 1 week for $4, and I don't know, for $4 I might just do it every once in a while to jam with a friend or two. Could be
right,
fun.
or like get somebody's like quality input from a distance.
Yeah.
In real time.
Right.
Yeah. I wonder how the licensing works. Whether, I don't know, maybe the studio would just buy a year's worth, and if the licensing isn't that great, maybe everyone can just use it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure either. All right. Well, I gotta go, guys. I'll see you next
man.
week.
Yo, peace, Nick.
Yeah, love to see you.
All right, Nick.
Yeah, me and Taven have one more if you want me to share it.
Yeah, totally.
Do it.
A new one. What do you recorded this like one day ago? What do you maybe we spent
Oh, make it stop. Make it stop.
Sorry.
Ooh, bad feedback. Ooh.
That was me.
Some changes.
Sorry.
What was that?
That was a different song. Those are
Feedback into the in your mic, huh?
I just got it.
Why? Make it stop recording. It's like it's got an input. One of your tracks is like taking an input.
Yeah, it's still live.
Sorry.
Like turn off all of the live to be recorded tracks.
Oh shit. Okay. Yeah, that's my bad. So I like immediately. Okay.
Yeah. So it was in a very, very tight.
Are these the new vocals for Sometimes?
Yeah, they're the only vocals for. Or yeah.
They're not Yeah, you.
Okay. We just did
them
them like 2 days ago. We just did.
Right.
Them.
So those are the new ones. That's the take with on the actual beat because he did a take before over a YouTube video, and that's how he made the beat.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, that's why I was like, wait a minute, we shared this before, but you have new vocals. I want to hear these. I'm so.
New.
I just blasted these guys. Sorry again for that. I should be. But thank you for the like constructive, like, why did that happen? Never do that again kind of feedback.
Wait, bro. Like,
no, but it makes sense. No, there was still an input live. You were totally right. Yeah. So, okay, I'm gonna turn my audio down just in case, but it should be.
You want to play it?
Yeah, we're all protecting our ears.
Gotta make sure.
Dave?
Okay.
Dios mío.
Ah, phew.
Oh yeah.
Good.
Yep.
Yeah, we can.
I'm having.
Oh right. Oh yeah. We made Danny's new tag too. All right. So this is. All right.
Danny's new.
Sorry for that. This is fire. Very excited to share.
Oh yeah.
Danny's new beat.
I'm having Danny's baby. Yeah. Lately I've been making some changes, trying to move on, I just don't know how to let go. Surrounded by familiar faces, yeah, but when I need them all I'm hearing is an echo. Heavy on my grind on the daily, I'm fighting demons that's been weighing on my chest though. Maybe I'm in need of some saving, maybe the devil is receiving his payment. Sometimes I cry. See the pain, let you know you're alive. See the pain, let you know you're alive. Sometimes I cry. You see the pain, let you know you're alive. See the pain, let you know you're alive. Sometimes life's always changing its message. Make one mistake, they consider you reckless. Cast you out, are you feeling so helpless? Holding back tears and it's leaving you breathless. Gotta stay strong cause you're gonna be tested. Sometimes I cry. See the pain, let you know you're alive. See the pain, let you know you're alive. Sometimes I cry. You see the pain, let you know you're alive. See the pain, let you know you're alive. Sometimes hustle can be hard to maintain. Go ahead and keep pushing
Yeah,
So
that's great.
Again, pretty work in progress. Obviously, need to change some levels on some of those ad libs, but yeah,
Pretty good.
No, I thought that was. I like that one the best so far.
I think it was the track, like it all meshed well together for real. I mean, the vocals are dope in general. Like I think every track you play, I'm always liking the vocals too. So
thanks. That was me. I appreciate that. Yeah, I know. Taven's hella good. It's stupid, but yeah, I'm trying to capture that while we're here.
Yeah, I didn't really have that much feedback. I thought it was a great track.
I'm excited. I'm excited for that one to get some more work put into it. And that's like probably one of my favorite songs that I've written.
Yeah, that's
that thing is hard, bro. That thing is hard.
Oh yeah.
That one.
Stone Cold, this is your and Danny's beat, so I didn't do a lot. Like I wasn't trying to fuck with it that much. I planned to send it back over to Danny basically to produce, but yeah.
Danny's gonna do like the final mix stuff, but the beat is pretty much done. Like there's a couple notes that he and I had, but it's really small stuff at this point.
Right, yeah. And I think it'll sound a lot better, even just like having this be in the same session as just this MP3 that we yanked, you know. So
yeah,
there's a lot on the like final polish section. That should be good.
Yeah. No, that'll sound really, really solid when it's done.
Oh yeah, thanks guys.
Do you are you doing all the production, or does Danny swoop in at some point, or what's your plan?
Yeah. Me and Danny have been like optimizing this flow. Or are you talking about shoots?
I was saying you're talking for the flow that you two have is more on the, I guess,
the vocal side.
It was like separate from what I'm talking about, but like me and Danny did some sessions to like make the beat with each other that were tossed back and forth, and then Tatum gave us vocals. Like I said, there's a song that he had written those vocals to, and the vocal track we remade some stuff, tossed it back over, and then there's the flow that Gary's about to talk about.
That makes sense. Yeah, and I was just gonna say like I still haven't figured out like the Danny X vocal chain, and he has a ton of plugins that I don't have still, and so like for that final polish, I just send this shit over to him. But I try to get like good takes and comp them well, right? Like how I want it to be composed, and then like just send him those files.
Yeah, that's smart.
Right.
I usually end up doing most of the work for pretty much everything.
Swear to God.
Like, I don't know why the weight always just ends up falling on my shoulders, but I'm cool with it, you know? It's been lit.
It's good. You're so selfless, Steven.
Right.
Like anything for the team, really.
It's awesome.
I'm about to bounce out of here, but
yeah, I feel like we're just
everybody
about
had
a track, so it's a good time. It was nice having you, Kevin. Nice hearing. It's B, right?
Yeah, that B.
Yes.
Yeah.
Current stuff I'm working on, because you know how you artists are sensitive about it.
Yeah.
IT.
You're gonna show us next week?
Yeah, I'll show some stuff, current stuff I'm working on right now.
Oh yeah,
that'd be great.
Sweet.
Well, I think I'm gonna bounce to. I need some food. I think we're out of tracks, so I think Wavy. I think you got like 5 tracks to lay vocals down on, right? I think it's all up to you.
A lot of beats.
Yeah, he's pretty busy right
now. I mean,
hell yeah.
Nice.
You want to split those up?
Yeah. Taven can throw a hook on there. Just do some rap verses, like Well, good chilling with you guys.
Yeah, Christian.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
to meet all of you guys.
Good to meet you,
come
Chris.
back next week or what?
Yeah. We'll see you all back next week.
Definitely.
All right, bro.
See ya.